Hello, guys. You're welcome to Global Youth Alliance for Change podcast, which is the non-profit organization podcast where we talk on all the SDG goals. And my name is Tita Bimpe, and I am the host of this podcast. And today we'll be talking about our story series. The previous story series we were talking about Maria, and today we are talking about Pat. So let's go. Pat. I was homeless at 15. Youth allowance meant that I didn't starve to death. But it did mean that on top of the challenge of finishing high school, while essentially couch surfing and moving 11 times in my senior years, I was hungry. I didn't get any help to manage the allowance I received, and I would often run out of food well before my next payment and drink water to try and fill up enough just to get to sleep. It also meant that I entered adulthood with a terrible credit history, as the allowance I had didn't stretch to cover electricity, rent, and other bills. I spent hours each month in distressing phone calls, begging for extensions from power companies, etc. It just didn't stretch that far. It was time I could have been studying like my peers and doing better at school and the university. This is such a very touching story by Pat. She was homeless at 15 and she can't even afford, to eat and study and go to the school. And we have so many similar stories like that. And this is the reason why we use this podcast to share people's story, to help other people fight against zero hunger, and also to talk about SDG goal regarding education. Here at Global Youth Alliance for Change, we provide an educational platforms where we help people learn a skill, and all you have to do is sponsor with a token of just 150,000 naira and above. And also regarding the other aspect, if you cannot support the academy, you can still support the non-profit organization with as low as any token, because we have so many youth like Pat and Maria that needs our help, and using a very quality NGO platform to reach out to these people and assist them the best that we can is why you need this podcast. And that is why we are talking about this, so that you can be able to be inspired to do something to help and change somebody's life, not just by sending a token, but by sharing this podcast and following us, and also reposting it to people that you know that may like to help. So we have our support token in wallet address like Bitcoin address. And also we have like a link where all you have to do is click on the link and support. You see my name, Digital Bimpe. You click on the link and you support with any amount, because you never can know who we might help. And guess what? A youth needs an education, and a youth needs to fight against malnutrition when we tackle zero hunger. So I'm going to also call my number in case you want to reach out to me and show your support. And yeah, my number is +234 814 748 0036. And once again, my name is Tita Bimpe, and we will see you guys on another series on Global Youth Alliance for Change podcast. And let us tackle all the SDG goals and save the world. See you guys in another series next one. Bye.